I have like 2 questions.
For David?
Yeah, for David.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Ask away.
What is your favorite or one of your favorite career moments?
Well, for me, it'd be the World Series for sure. I mean, that's like for me, it's the absolute pinnacle. Growing up, you're in your backyard for me, it was my dad and my grandfather, playing wiffle ball, and they'd be like, 3-2, bases loaded, tie game, bottom of the ninth, Game 7 of the World Series. Here's the pitch, whack. So me playing in a World Series, hitting a home run in a World Series, definitely the pinnacle for me.
Awesome. That's sick. All right. Favorite visiting ballpark?
These are hard hitting down.
Yeah.
See, for me, it's weird. Like, probably like you too, there's places I love to hit. Like, I loved hitting in Philadelphia, loved hitting in Cincinnati, loved hitting at Coors Field. Of course. But, they weren't necessarily my favorite. My favorite city probably in the summertime would be Chicago. But I hate, and this is probably like against all sorts of baseball religion, but I hate Wrigley Field. So
that's awesome.
But I love the city of Chicago. But as far as visiting ballparks, I love Philadelphia because especially, when I was younger, we had a huge rivalry with them. So the games were always very intense, and it was a great place to hit.
Why do you hate Wrigley?
Well, first of all, the playing surface, at least I don't know how it is now, but the playing surface was always very uneven. So I'd get a lot of bad hops. I tend to not like day games. So that hurts. And I'm very routine oriented. And at the time, the cage was in like right center field, and you'd only get it for like an hour. So you're trying to split time with the rest of the offensive guys, trying to get your routine in. So basically it was the facilities, I'd say. The atmosphere is great. For me, it's just the playing surface, and my routine was always altered.
And one more question. One more. I'm sorry. Last question.
Go for it.
Over the years, what was one of your funniest ejection moments? Have you seen, maybe been in, or manager has been in, or a opposing player? Just something that was just super funny to you.
It's not so much. The funniest part would be like my dad calling to yell at me after I got ejected. So it wouldn't be. That's awesome. It wouldn't be the actual moment. Like my first one, I got ejected. The Braves took out, maybe it was Reyes or shortstop Matsui Kaz Matsui at the time, but it felt like they went out of their way to take him out. So I was like, I'm going to go get one of their guys. So I went out of my way, and I got him good. And they didn't throw me out for that. They called we scored a run. They called the runner back. They called me out for out of the baseline, the whole 9 yards. So I got upset, and I didn't really say much because I was still a young player. But I took my helmet and threw it back to the dugout from like second base, and that got me ejected. And then my dad called. I think I was like 21, 22 years old at the time. My dad calling me afterwards to be like, "What are you doing, you idiot?" Like that kind of thing was like that. That's what I think is the best part about it, is my dad yelling at a major league player afterwards for throwing a temper tantrum.
I thought you were going to say that the famous, GIF that's available now of you, where is it? LA, I think, in Anaheim maybe, when you're the worst, that one that just keeps
I mean, I feel bad for that kind of stuff, but in the heat of the moment, you sometimes just lose control. And, quite frankly, we were getting blown out in Anaheim, and I was getting taken out of the game that inning. And I felt like it was d'Arnaud up, and d'Arnaud got called. He was a rookie at the time, and he got called a low strike to punch him out, and I just lost it. Yeah. And I wasn't going back out for defense anyway, so I'm like, I'm gonna get my money's worth here. And you feel bad. You never want to embarrass somebody. You just get caught up in the emotion, and you get caught up in the moment.